Good day guys. Welcome to the next video in the series of IGCSE Maths based curriculum. Now in the previous video guys, I taught you guys the basics on how to expand and simplify brackets. Now in this video, we'll be looking at more difficult questions. Now let's get to it guys. Alright guys, so if you don't know how to expand and simplify brackets, I would highly suggest you to go to my previous video before completing this video. Now let's first expand this bracket in question number 1. So what we are going to do is we're going to take 2a and multiply with both of the terms inside the brackets. Alright guys, so 2a multiplied by a is going to give us 2a squared, and 2a multiplied by 3 would give us plus 6, right guys? Now let's go ahead and expand the second bracket. So 2b multiplied by b is going to give us plus 2b squared, and 2b multiplied with negative 1 is going to give us minus 2b. Alright guys, now here's where many students make mistakes. So we have to look at the signs that are in front of each term also. Alright guys, so in front of 1 there is a negative sign, so when we multiply it, we also have to multiply it with negative 1. Alright guys, now after we have expanded the bracket, the next thing we are looking for is if there are any like terms. Alright guys, now if we take a look at this, there are no like terms, therefore this would be our final answer. And if you don't know what are like terms are terms with the same variables. Alright guys, now let's go ahead to question number 2. Now before you complete watching it, maybe you can hit on the pause button and try expanding the bracket by yourself and then continue watching it guys. All right, now in order for us to expand the bracket, we are going to do something that's very similar to the previous question, but in this question there are 3 terms inside the bracket. But do not panic, okay? Every step would be exactly the same. So what we'll be doing here is we'll be multiplying 2a with all of the terms inside the bracket. All right guys, so 2a times a is going to give us 2a squared, 2a times b is going to give us plus 2ab, and 2a times c is going to give us plus 2ac. All right guys, now when we expand the second bracket, we also have to take into consideration that there's a negative sign in front of this 2b. So when we multiply with the terms inside the bracket, we'll be multiplying all the terms with negative 2b. All right guys, so negative 2b multiplied by a is going to give us negative 2ba. Negative 2b multiplied by positive b will give us negative 2b squared. And negative 2b multiplied with negative c is going to give us positive 2bc. Now if you're wondering why it is a positive, it's because a negative multiplied with a negative will give a positive result. Alright guys, now next what we're going to do is we are going to see if there are any like terms. Now make a guess guys if there are any like terms, and the answer is yes, there are like terms, right? The like terms are 2ab and 2ba, right guys? Just because you swap the variable does not mean they are like terms. Okay guys, think about it this way: 2 times 3 times 4 is same like 3 times 2 times 4, right guys? The product will be the same value. Therefore 2ab and negative 2ba are like terms. Let's go ahead and simplify them. So 2ab minus 2ba will get simplified, right guys, because the answer will give us 0. Now let's see if there are any other like terms, and there are no other like terms, so the final answer would be 2a squared plus 2ac minus 2b squared plus 2bc. Alright guys, now let's go ahead and solve the last question. Now just because there's a square number, don't get panicked or don't get confused guys. We are going to do it exactly like how we solved the previous question. So we're going to take the term in front of the bracket and multiply with the terms inside the bracket. Okay guys, so a squared multiplied with c squared is going to give us a squared c squared. A squared times d squared is going to give us a squared d squared. Okay guys, here also there's a negative in front of c squared, so make sure you don't forget while multiplying it. So negative c square times a square will give us negative c square a square, and negative c square multiplied with d square is going to give us negative c square d square. Now, once we have expanded a bracket, step number 2 is look out for like terms. Now, if you take a look at it, we do have like terms, right, guys? A square, c square, and c square, a square are like terms. Therefore, let's go ahead and add or subtract them. A square c square minus c square a square will give us 0, right, guys? Because the number in front of it is same like it has the number 1 in it. Therefore, 1 minus 1 is 0. And the final answer would be a square d square minus c square d square. All right, guys? And that is how you would expand and simplify brackets. Now, if you did enjoy this video, guys, do not forget to hit on that like button and consider subscribing so you don't miss out on any future maths videos. Now, until next time, guys, have a nice day.